Hello, my name is Ian Piper, and I'm a scientist and I've been working in the NHS in Scotland for many years, mostly developing new ways of extracting better information from all the monitors surrounding patients when they're being treated in the intensive care unit. Now with all this low-cost, high-powered IT available to us, we're entering an exciting phase where I believe we can make significant improvements to patient care. We have the technology now to enable us to grab information, link it to other information, and run complex new analyses on that data and feed back the new results to the patient bed space quickly so that doctors can tell how well they're treating their patients. This is especially important in the intensive care environment, where the most ill patients are treated and their health can change rapidly, so quick feedback of results is important. Developing new technological approaches takes time and resources. As a clinical scientist, I would normally approach government-funded research grant agencies to fund this type of research. And I have done so successfully many times in the past. However, the funding landscape is changing, and over the last few years, the governments have changed the emphasis on how technology research funding is awarded. To encourage the creation of new small businesses and so new jobs, many of these awards are only given if small companies are also involved in your research. Although on the surface this may seem a good idea, there are problems with this approach. Chief among these is that small companies need to make quick profits on their products if they're going to survive and grow. This is not a surprise, and the benefit to the economy as a whole is a good thing. However, as a scientist trying to find the best technical solution to a problem, and one which is low cost to the health provider, be it the NHS or abroad, this approach is fundamentally flawed. As soon as companies get involved, then lawyers get involved, and the question of intellectual property rights becomes important. Who owns the new technology and who has the rights to use it and develop it further all become issues. Also, because small companies need to make quick profits, they don't always take the time to find the optimal solution or be willing to pursue a project into the longer term. So scientists like myself need to think out of the box and find new ways of funding our research, particularly now that the government are trying to turn us into businessmen and women. I'm not a businessman, but I am a scientist, and I just want to have my ideas used for the benefit of patients and the doctors who treat them. I'm not in this to make money. So what is intensiveShare.org? Well, it's a charity, but one with a difference. It is set up and run by scientists and technologists such as myself who work within the NHS or other healthcare providers who still have lots of ideas and who want to get these translated into software systems and devices that will benefit patients in the intensive care unit, not the shareholders. We give our time for free, and all software systems and frameworks developed by intensiveShare.org are free to all healthcare providers. It's a kind of open source organization for intensive care technology. To do this takes resources in terms of equipment costs, travel funding for development sites, visits to hospitals, and to fund meetings where scientists, technologists, and doctors can meet to discuss ideas and solutions. We have a number of projects and technologies we're currently working on, and you can learn more about them from this site. Notably, intensiveShare.org funds the work of the Brain IT Group, who are working on research and technology for helping doctors who treat patients in intensive care unit who have had some form of brain injury. The Brain IT Group have a new project called Kids Brain IT, run by Dr. Millie Lowe, a pediatric intensivist who is interested in developing better software systems for helping her and other doctors to know how well they are treating the children in their care. I encourage you to look at the details of these projects on this site, and if you're interested in contributing towards helping, please make a donation by clicking on the donations link at the bottom of this page. If you do donate, we will add your email address to a list for receiving regular newsletters, and of course you may attend any of our feedback meetings, which are open to contributors. If you're a company or organization who have contributed equipment or services to help our work, and you wish to develop and have your logo displayed on this site, that too can be arranged. Thank you for listening.